my first champion I've ever played, I think when I played the game, I played Ash, just like in the tutorial. But I like bow and arrows and stuff like that, so I played Ash for a little while. Thought she was cool. Female champion. I like to play female characters in almost any game, so I stuck with Ash for a while, and she was just super fun. Leona's pretty good, but all I see her in is armor all the time, so don't know what she looks like underneath that. I also like red hair, so that's cute, but that's it. Aphromoo had an afro in high school, and then I played World of Warcraft for like 8 years, and then like at the end of it, for like the fifth year in, I moved to Horde and then played a Tauren Druid. So I just put Aphromoo, and that was that. Season 1 and 2, I think I played Garen bottom lane. Used to be super broken. Played that all the time with my friend who introduced me to the game. Then I played Rise when he was ridiculously broken, where his spell flex would just bounce around and kill everybody with AoE, and that was pretty fun. And then my third champion, I played a lot of Poppy. Yeah, Poppy was just ridiculously good back then, and I loved how she played. The meta when I first started, objectives weren't really a thing. It was just about killing people and winning your lane, and then bringing that to team fights later. And so that's how I played. I first started, as a professional, I played AD carry because my team, no one wanted to play AD carry. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. And yep, all it was win lane and then help your other lane win. And then once you get to the team fight phase, you're so far ahead, you just win. And that was basically the meta. Dragon wasn't really existent, neither were towers, and yeah. My most memorable moment was probably my first LAN trip with V8 Esports. It was the first team I joined. Had Phantom Lord, Muffin, Cutie, Unstoppable X, Tree Eskimo, and then we had 2 subs, Lex Fink and Takashi X. So we were going to IPL 3. Yeah, it was IPL 3. I forgot what state that was in, sorry. But we went to IPL 3, took there on our flight that we won when we beat Epic Gamer back in the day. It was super huge. And IPL 3 was pretty cool. It was probably one of the first baby events for League of Legends, so it was really weird. It was just like this big room, and there was your computer set up, and then all the fans would just line up around you where you're playing. And I was like, all right, cool. We lost that event due to drama stuff, but then we had a 3-day grace period where we got to stay in this guy named Rambo's beach house in Delaware. So that was really cool, and that place owned. I love that. We all just hung out as a team. Didn't really expect to win, and then we went to IEM New York, which we qualified for as well. And that was probably one of the bigger events that I've been to where there was an actual crowd sitting around. And besides that, mostly drama affected that trip, but that was probably the most fun trip that I had. Team back then to a team now. Back then it was more based on individuality. So you see players come up where it would be like Scara, Reginald, Doublelift, Void Boy, and you really wouldn't, think of the other players like Locust. There was Cutie Pie when he wasn't really famous yet, So back then it was based on individuality, where now it's moving towards a team game. And if you have too much individuality now, you'll just get isolated, and then your team won't want to play with you, and you'll probably, get kicked off. Such as, right now in the Piglet situation, where his attitude and mentality is solely based on, individual preference, and the team is super frustrated at that, and they didn't, fix it yet, so they benched him. So right now it's very important to play as a team and win as a team and make sure everyone has great relationships as well. The change that I like, obviously the support changes in Season 4, where supports actually can get gold after they remove the gold per 10 items with our new gold per 10 items, okay, yeah. Now that we get so much more gold, we have much more of a presence in the game, and we're able to do more things than before, where before you were just a ward bot and you were squishy as hell and you just free kill for the enemy team, so you usually have to stand way back. But now there's more playmaking going on. You can be a frontliner as well and just be much more of an impact on the team now as support. Favorite place to play? I like the studio now just because we have our individual booths, I guess. Normally we would be on a table for almost all the events I've ever been to. table stuff. So I think the only big event that I've ever been to was PAX 2014, PAX West, and that crowd was huge, even though we lost and that's when we got relegated, but I like that venue. All right. Everyone should probably learn how to play Morgana, just because Morgana is a champion where you have a lot of capabilities to do stuff, but you also need to know how to protect your backline as well. So it's like offense and defensive, like half and half. So you're able to do both, and just being able to play offensively and defensively will help you grow as a player, in my opinion, yeah. Inspiration, I guess I can talk about, all right, first split I played on CLG, then I left, I wasn't really feeling it, just because, didn't have the respect of my teammates, and I thought that they had the wrong mentality, how they thought about the game, couldn't really fix it, hard as a brick. Then I came back, and I think they removed one of the more stubborn players. I think it was Chaucer, even though I really like Chaucer. And if he was still here, that'd be great. It just allowed me to integrate myself into the system and actually, mold the players and how I want to play the game. And also, when we have new players come in, they also have an opinion, rather than not being able to say anything and just forced to play how they want you to play. So now that I'm able to have a personality on team, my inspiration is to my teammates. I want them to succeed, and so I guess that's why I like to play support a lot. I like to allow people to be in the position to succeed. So I guess I consider myself the facilitator on the team, and I just like to enable my team to do that.
Is support still easy?
Yeah, pretty easy.
Thank you very much. That's a lot.